Welcome back to our channel, Crazy Rage Laughter. I'm your host, Wan, and this is Bateriraffe, known as G-Raff.
Hello, everybody. Today we'll be doing a reaction to. It is called "The 10 Dumbest Building Fails Ever" by Planet Dolan.
Planet Dolan.
Planet Dolan.
All right, and also remember to like, gently tap it, subscribe because it's free, and comment if you want to. And also, thank you for our 10 subscribers. We really appreciate you. And let's get into it.
Planet Dolan.
Those are credits. Like them too.
What pair of buildings is designed to create a death ray strong enough to melt a car? What is the Hotel of Doom? And why is it taking more than 30 years to build?
That's a very
Here are 10 of the
short
most embarrassing
story.
failures in architecture
Well
and
done.
construction. How's it going? I'm Danger Dolan. I'm here to decipher some random things I found on the internet the other day that I think you might be interested in. Number 10.
Oh, yes, the
Ryugyong
content.
Hotel.
Nothing but
One of the most telling things about this North Korean hotel is that it started construction.
I kind of like the design of it, actually. Looks really cool.
Well, remember, it's our hotel.
Okay.
Construction in 1987, and it is still not finished. North Korean dictator
that's
Kim
not
Il-sung
finished.
ordered the construction of the hotel as a jealous response to Singapore completing construction of the world's tallest hotel. Ryugyong was
This
the
must be some
10th
British
biggest
models,
hotel
actually.
in the world.
one of the
Even in
tallest
its unfinished
skyscrapers
state,
in the world.
Yeah.
it
The
stands
building
as
is
one of
run-
the tallest skyscrapers in the world. Now it is typically known as the Ghost Hotel or the Hotel of Doom, a 1,000-foot tall skyscraper with nothing in it.
The
They're
Lucas
like
Riverside,
Northern or anything?
Shanghai, China is one of
So how's the hotel if there's nothing in it?
It's a hotel in progress.
Oh, okay.
The side of the most bizarre building collapses ever. As contractors dug out an underground garage, they took ground from the south side of the building and dumped it onto the north side. This created this uneven weight distribution, which caused pressure on one side. The result was that the building support started to tilt, then snapped at the ground level, and the entire building simply toppled over, almost completely intact.
Wait,
Luckily, there
just
was
like
enough
remake
space for the building to fall over and hit the ground.
Mario Stars.
The Ray and Maria Starter
You
Center
play Jenga
at
by
MIT
accident.
is considered a marvel of architecture by some. By others, it's considered, regardless of
Hey,
how you
actually
feel
kinda
about
like
the jagged
that.
exterior,
I mean,
the
inside
inside of it has been a problem
It's
since it was
constructed.
constructed in 2004. In 2007,
They look like
MIT
eyes.
sued the award-winning architect who designed the building after it started springing leaks, growing mold, and cracking along the exterior from design flaws. Number 7.
I don't know what
After
the
the
design
Olympic
class
Stadium,
Stadium,
hosting the
hosting
Olympic Games is a huge deal for any city. That was even more true in 2004 when the games were
Wait, were the games? Yeah, I guess so, actually.
Yeah.
I don't remember the games in 2004.
We were both very young then.
returned to their ancestral home in Athens, Greece. The gleaming
lad.
new stadiums and facilities
That's so
cost
cool.
approximately 9 billion euros to build. They were fine for the games
That's really
themselves,
expensive.
but in more than a decade since,
These stadiums have sat abandoned and in
Yeah,
disrepair.
they don't
meanwhile,
even keep
Greece
up with it.
itself
Has gone through a complete economic collapse, which many economists trace back to the massive investment into the Olympic prep itself. Number 6. Today's Boston's John Hancock Tower is a landmark. By the 1970s,
Oh,
it
I've
was
actually
known
seen
as
this
a
one.
huge architectural
yeah.
embarrassment,
This is
whose
Chicago,
budget
right?
went from $75 million to over $175 million.
The building was covered in blue reflective glass panes, but sometimes those panes simply popped out of the
The building falling hundreds of feet to the ground below. Once
that's
the reason
bad.
for that was identified,
And
It's
when
so
the
bad.
yeah, I mean, when the window pane fell out, the people that were behind them are also in pain.
all the window panes.
No, that's just free AC.
Oh, okay.
10,000 of them needed to be replaced.
elevator.
During that process, much of the building was covered in plywood. In addition, the building didn't handle wind very well.
Do a
It
barrel
swayed so
roll.
much, people on the upper floors would get motion sickness.
My goodness.
City Field, New York. Construction for a major sports venue always has complications, and budgets can sometimes be like suggestions. But City Field is one of the most embarrassing ones ever. It cost $850 million to build the park in 2009, and as soon as they did, it started falling apart. Elevators didn't work, water leaks caused mold in the
spent all
walls,
that
and electricity shorted out in the
And then
kitchens.
it's
At one
terrible.
point, a 20-foot section of pipe fell into the bullpen, and a huge sign fell onto the walkway. Luckily, nobody was hurt, but the contractor was sued for overbilling on shoddy work.
Number 4. The
Vada
Vada
Hotel
Hotel
and
in
Spa in
Las
Las
Vegas.
See, I think at that point, you should probably get a new contractor or just cancel the building entirely.
Well, I mean, the entertainment is no longer the game; it's the who gets out alive.
Comes a death game.
Jigsaw just puts them in there without modifying anything.
Vegas is home to something called the Vada Death Ray. It's not some comic book supervillain thing.
It's a term for the sun's focused reflection off the curved glass of the hotel itself. The glass is sort of a magnifying glass effect that focuses
Oh,
around
that
the
would
Pool and
suck.
sunbathing area. The walkie-talkie in London, designed by the
Big
same
chance,
architect,
fast,
has the same
though.
problem. The focused sunlight off the building heats the street below to temperatures approaching 200 degrees Fahrenheit, enough to melt bike seats and parts of cars. Because of this, they call it the fry scraper.
They changed that?
When the Tacoma Narrows Bridge was constructed, even
The
the
world may never
construction
know.
workers themselves referred to the bridge as galloping Gertie. The name comes from the
I actually
bridge's
heard about
tendency
this.
to bounce,
Oh, yeah, it's
especially in
historic.
high winds,
which altered engineers to potential instability. Regardless, the bridge continued to get made with stopgap measures
to
to
fix
I mean,
the
you almost
bouncing.
cross it,
The bridge
so-
opened on July 1st,
Not a mess.
1940, as the
Yeah.
third longest suspension bridge in the world, and the public was told that the galloping was normal and safe. On November 7th, 1940, just 4 months later, a 600-foot portion of the bridge twisted
4
in high
months?
winds, broke apart, and collapsed into the water. Number
I didn't know
two,
what was
the
on there.
Aon Center in Chicago was known as the
Christian.
Standard Oil
Okay, so for this one, I've actually wanted to go to it, but I haven't had the chance to.
You might be thankful after watching this part.
Steel building when
Let's
it
see,
was
let's
built, and that's
when it was a problem. For a while, it was an incredible looking building, with the entire building facing with Italian Carrara marble, making it the world's largest marble-clad building.
But on
that sounds
December
so cool.
25th, 1973, when a 350-pound slab of marble fell off the building and crashed through the roof of the Prudential Center
Never mind,
nearby.
that's not
At
so
first,
cool.
they simply tried to replace the marble, but inspection in
I did not
1985
like to
showed that
play
the marble
floating
was
roulette.
bending, bowing, and cracking all over the place. As it turns out, the marble they used was pretty, but too thin for use on a building of that size. They added steel straps to hold the marble in place for a while, but then by 1989, they decided to reface the entire building with granite at a cost of $18 million. Number one.
Wow, that's
Obviously,
expensive.
we finished with the
Just for
most
granite.
famous construction failure that's still standing today.
Is the Leaning Tower really a failure? I see it more as an art piece.
It's art. If it didn't totally fall, it works technically.
It's not technically a fail.
Yeah, it's just art.
Well, it's like you count failing as not being straight, then yes.
Text
The
failed
Leaning
successfully.
Tower of Pisa was, as you might imagine, never
Intended to actually lean, the combination of a shaky foundation and soft ground led to the structure that tilted even before its construction was finished. Luckily, a restoration effort helped to stabilize the tower before it toppled over entirely, and now it seems it should stay put for at least the next 100 years.
Wait, only 100 years? Really?
Just the next 100 years. Does
Well-
that count to 21 years since 1990 or 30 years since 1990?
Probably means that if you're going to go there, go now.
Right now. Drop everything you have. Just kidding.
All right, guys. We'll see you on the next
Right.
one.
Have a nice day.